What up though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me on the run. Thank you for riding along with me, literally and figuratively. The road to 5,000 is real. We slowly making that climb. But let's get into it, man, because I got a bit to talk about. Councilwoman Tania Fernandes Anderson. She's a Boston councilwoman. She has been arrested over being dirty, man. Corruption. This is a woman that she was the first Muslim, first African migrant or immigrant, whatever way you want to put it, and first undocumented African to serve. So, I mean, these are a lot of things that this woman leaned into in order to, gain the seat that she got. And she's done so much dirt to where I'm surprised that she's been able to, keep going. She hired her son, she hired her sister to work under her, ultimately paying them $70,000 salaries. And that's a conflict. You can't do that. You can't hire, you can't do the whole friends and family program thing when you're in certain positions. And she was aware of that. She admitted that she was aware of that. Now, she ended up letting them go because she had to. This was a really bad look. But, I mean, it just shows you how dirty some people are. That they completely know the rules and they just have a flagrant disregard for them anyway. I saw some video with her throwing a fit during a meeting, stomping and punched her fist on the table. I mean, it was very theatrical. I could sense that there was no real emotion there. This was just a work, basically, to try to go viral. She's a woman of color, obviously. And, she was just leaning into that. Like, I don't hate you because you're a white woman. I don't hate you because you're a white man. But why do I get all this respect because I'm black? It's the same song and dance that we always hear with these sorts of people. And even though she got caught up doing dirty and then claimed that she wasn't interested in politics anymore, she went running for her seat again, and then she won it again. And now here we are now. She's she took a $7,000 kickback from somebody in the women's restroom when she was there. So it's a mess. But you know what? My folks at Boston Beantown, I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. I know y'all are riding high. Celtics won or whatever, and you should celebrate. When you're winning, but. Sports aside, man, y'all politics, y'all got to get that straightened out, because this woman never shouldn't have got a second term. But these are the things that you get when you elect people based on identity politics instead of merit. When you give things to people based on the color of their skin, or they came from this place, and you make that stuff more of a story than the person's character. You know who else was the first person to do this and that and this and that? Tiffany Henier. Okay, she was the first black woman to be mayor and and to be the freaking controller, supervisor, and certainly the first to do them at the same time. Identity politics. You're gonna lose every single time when you put this stuff above character, merit, their actual service to a community. It's really sad that this is the case, because I cringe when these sorts of things happen, because it is always the ones that are screaming about oppression and racism the loudest that we end up finding out on some bullshit. I mean, think about it. It never fails. The ones that be playing the identity politics game the most, the ones that be crying foul the most, I'm so oppressed, I'm so discriminated against, the world is against me, America's against me, them be the ones doing the most dirt. So she managed to, here's how she managed to do the scheme. She got them to, it was basically under the guise of paying the workers more. She got up there and gave this speech about they're not paying their workers properly, and that if you respect people, you pay them. Like, I kid you not, this is what she leaned into for this. And so she had what was it, staffer A, I think. Was it was either staffer A or staffer B. I think it was staffer A though that she had on the ledger, because it had different expenses on there. And so they took a vote to approve the different things, and they approved it in an instant. Why? Because she's been loud and obnoxious enough about various different things to where it seems like they just give her way without questioning anything, just to shut her up. And that's something you can never do. You can never just bend the people that way. You have to do your due diligence. I don't care how much noise people make. And you know, it do be the sisters a lot of times that behave this way, because we got that other woman, Crockett, whatever her name is, Crockett, that she, you know, she's an embarrassment too. You know, she gets up there doing all that neck rolling and all that sort of stuff, and it's just very embarrassing to me, because why can't you communicate effectively without, you know, devolving into a bone Quisha? I don't like that. And the thing that makes it sad is that those people, you know, Crockett and Anderson in this case, these people, they end up being the face. They end up being the face of the stereotypes, because we, you know, people like myself, we go out there, we're the ones that have to battle these stupid stereotypes that are set by other people. I go out there into I'm not looking to accost anybody. Shoot, I'm out here, I'm talking to y'all, I grind, I get my steps in. I'm not out here looking to accost anybody. But when I'm out and about or whatever, I am always cautious that, or conscious even, about certain stereotypes levied against me based on stuff that other people do. And it's not fair, but you know, I don't complain, I just deal. These people be crying foul about certain stereotypes and stuff, and they're the very reasons that the stereotypes exist. How's that for ridiculous? You're the one robbing and stealing. You're the one, you know, deceiving. You're the one robbing the community that you were put in place to serve. And when you got caught up, and that's the mistake. Y'all never should have put her back in office, Boston. I gotta hold y'all accountable for that. Y'all never should have put her back in office. Once y'all saw that this woman had the capacity to do dirty stuff, like hired them in, I think it was 60 something for her sister and 50 something for her son, and then immediately gave them raises, or almost immediately gave them raises, putting their income at 70,000. Once she got caught up with that, and y'all saw she was willing to do dirty, underhanded stuff like that, y'all never should have gave her another crack at it, because y'all gave her a second shot at it. She learned nothing. She just continued to do dirt. She just tried to be more covert with doing her dirt. So she got 14,000 approved for staffer A, who didn't exist. That basically was money that went to somebody who she knew. They gave her 7,000 out of it, and then they kept the rest. How they managed to catch her, I don't know. But I think I don't know if they were already somewhat swift on what she was doing or whatever, and the staffer A thing like confirmed it for them or what. But now she's being called on to step down, and of course she's not gonna step down. She may eventually, you know, the mayor of Boston has called for her to step down, and it seems like other people, her peers, are calling for her to step down, but they can't really force her to. They can make life uncomfortable for her where she goes ahead and does it. But you know, when these people, when they get caught up doing dirty stuff like this, they rarely just immediately face it and step down on their own. They want to fight back, because you holding them accountable for their actions, you're somehow racist. I mean, we've all seen it, right? We've all seen the situation. Somebody of color does something stupid as hell. They get caught up in the stupid stuff. They get caught up in the scheme, and they can never just admit they were scheming, or they can never just bow out gracefully. Even if you don't admit that you were scheming, just bow out gracefully. accept the fact that you got caught. No, they want to try to fight back like you are the one that is wrong for holding them accountable for the dirt that they did. This is the game that they always play, and this woman is no different. It's really a shame that it's come to this, but I'm not surprised by it because it's it. Identity politics. It damn near every time when you give people something that they don't deserve, that they didn't earn, you're giving it to them because of circumstances, color of skin, where they may have lived, just all of this stuff. It almost never works out well. I'm not gonna say that it never does, but it almost never works out well. We see for a fact more often than not it doesn't work out well. So I'm absolutely interested in seeing where this goes. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, of course, as things develop with this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.